Hello guys, welcome to this new video, and it is a very important video because the markets are at a very important juncture right now. We are at a level wherein we need to look at the current levels and decide what can be the plan of action from here. And this video is totally based on what is happening in the market and what should be a plan of action from here. Firstly, we need to understand why the markets have been falling the way they are falling. So, firstly, we were in a downtrend. FIIs have been selling big time in the Indian market. The reason for this may be because they think that the Indian markets are overvalued at these levels and they are selling their shares and whatever profits they got. Then after that Paytm IPO, a lot of investors and lot of FIIs got stuck in the IPO, and after listing they sold their shares and they needed to balance their books. So I think for that reason as well there was selling from FIIs. And then thirdly, the RBI is sounding dovish right now, and there is an inflation risk, and because of which the FIIs may be thinking that there is an inflation risk in India, and they might be selling equities because of that. But we need to understand that this might be temporary, and till now it was very deadly the way FIIs were selling. It is approximately 1 lakh crore since April they've sold. And so yesterday there was a news that a new COVID variant was found in southern Africa, and because of that there was a bloodbath worldwide. And because there weren't many cases till yesterday, and just the market sensed that there is some negativity and the 2020 thing can happen again, so the markets fell worldwide. But we need to see and see how the progress is made in the coming days. But yes, this is a overhang on the market, but we need to look at the levels and where we are, and we need to decide what can be the plan of action. Guys, firstly, I what people as investors, what they make a mistake is that they buy near the tops. They don't wait for a correction, they FOMO and they buy some stocks. But what will happen now is that you've corrected a lot, and the index has corrected a lot. Bank Nifty has corrected close to 20%. Above 20%, it is considered a bear market, and Bank Nifty has not been doing pretty well over the past few months. So Bank Nifty has corrected a lot, and these might be levels wherein you can buy some quality stocks. And if market falls more, you buy more, and you can, on every dip you buy more. So the market has is giving a good opportunity for you to enter in the market as investors. And as traders, I would say keep your positions light, because the market needs to give a direction and clarity where it is supposed to go. But yes, as investors, you can enter the market at these levels, and if we fall more, we can buy more. But as traders, you need to keep your positions light as till when we don't see a clear direction, because the markets are pretty volatile right now. So let's go and let's look at some charts, and these charts will really help you to judge what is happening in the market. So firstly, let's look at the Nifty chart. So Nifty, if we see, Nifty was in a uptrend. So March 2020, we made a bottom, and we were following this trend line this whole while. This trend line we were following this whole while, and we were not closing below this trend line. But this week we've closed below the trend line, which is not a good sign. But I am expecting that 17,000 is a round level wherein the market should hold. We might see a dip or a spike towards 6,900 or something like that. But we need to see how the COVID situation pans out. But as of now, on charts, it suggests that we might see a bounce. And what will happen is, I think we'll go towards 17,500. And If we don't cross 17,500 and if we see a selling pressure again, then this is a confirmation that there is a breakdown in the market. And if that happens, then I think we might be heading towards this area of around 16,000. I think 16,000 levels might come, but if bulls need to take control, they need to gain control of the market, then they need the market to go above 17,000, 17,600. If that happens, then bulls are in control, and then we might be heading towards all-time highs again. But the important level, I think there will be a bounce towards this trend line, and then we have to assess that what might happen. So if you see a bounce in the market, don't jump fully with all your money, with all your capital, and think that the downtrend is done. No, you will have to assess what is happening at 17,500. If the market falls from there, then there is a confirmation of a breakdown of from this trend line, and then we might be heading towards 16,000, 16,200 levels. So keep your positions light, and if you want to invest, buy on every dip. The next is Bank Nifty. So Bank Nifty, in the weekly charts, there was a trend line which it was following, but this week it fell very badly, and now the area where I am looking at is this 36,000 area, which looks like a good support which might hold. So if there is a bounce, I think a bounce might come till 37,400, 300 levels. So there is a possibility that Bank Nifty might see a bounce towards 37,300 to 37,400, wherein we will reassess what the market is doing. And we need to also look at the weekly charts of monthly charts of Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is for resisting this trend line. If you see, we came once, twice, thrice, and then 4 times. 5 times we've come to this 5 times we've come to this level, and we are not able to close above this level. So if Bank Nifty has to be bullish, we need to break this trend line. But the first level to be eyeing is 37,300, 400 level. Bulls need to take control above this level, otherwise we might be coming down to lower levels. So I think there is a possibility that there will be a bounce towards 37,300, 400. So then the next one is India VIX. India VIX is very important. So India VIX is the volatility index. So if there is a jump in India VIX, it indicates that there is volatility in the market. And on Friday, yesterday, the VIX went up by 24%, around 25%. That is a big jump, and that indicates that there is volatile market and there is a fear in the market. When VIX starts coming down, there is an indication that the market is gaining confidence again of traders and investors. So keep an eye on the VIX, and if VIX goes up, then option sellers can look at some options selling of out of the money options, because the premiums will be higher. But if you deep out of the money, if you look at the options and if you think that there won't be a big move till there, then you can look at selling those options right now, only if you think that there won't be a big crash or anything of that sort. So this is the level for India VIX. India VIX, we need to keep an eye on India VIX. I don't see it going above $25, but 25. 25 is a resistance area. I don't see it going above that. But yes, even if it goes to 25, that would be a bad scenario, because 20 to 25 is another close to 20%. The next is Nasdaq. Nasdaq didn't fall that much as compared to the other indexes in US. So Nasdaq is following a trend line resistance, and this is the trend line which I'm talking about. So again, we came and tested this trend line 4 times, and we are not able to close above the trend line. So till the time Nasdaq doesn't go above this trend line, we will see some resistance of around these levels. And I think Nasdaq support levels first is around 5900. So I think 5900 is the level wherein Nasdaq should hold for it to see some upside. So 15,900 is an important level, and if you see Nasdaq hasn't fallen much. It has been doing pretty good because it is a tech sector, and even if anything happens, tech sector benefits because of the COVID news. Next is Dow Jones. Dow Jones is looking very bad. The chart is looking pretty bad. I think there will be a bounce to 35,000, but it gave a closing below 35,000, and that is a very bad sign. And if it doesn't go above 35,000 till then, Dow Jones is bearish. Next is S&P. S&P as well is looking bearish. It is following this trend line and is not able to cross this trend line. I think S&P gave a very bad closing. So S&P might hold for 4550 levels. If it doesn't, then I think it is going towards 4480 levels. So 4550, if it holds, it might bounce again, but if it doesn't, then it is going towards 4480 levels. So keep an eye on these levels. Next is oil. Oil fell so badly, but I think if once the COVID situation is in control and it is not that risky, then oil will see a jump back up again. But as of now, on Friday, crude fell 12%. Till now, it was doing pretty well, but now the kind of breakdown it is giving a breakdown. In the weekly chart, it is given the breakdown, but if you look at monthly, if it goes above this trend line in this monthly, then there is a possibility that this was a fake breakdown and the charts will again turn bullish. So if next week it goes above $17 and closes the weekly candle above $70, $71, then that means this was a fake breakdown and it might be heading towards $80 again. So we need to keep an eye on the next week candle. That is why I'm saying the next week chart structure is very important for the market, and the way we perform next week is gonna decide where are we heading from here. Two indexes which I'm eyeing. So if you look at the monthly charts of the auto index, there was a resistance at 12,100 levels, and that is where this month and last month we came down from. So I think auto index is taking a resistance of this trend line and we might see a bounce. I am thinking of two sectors which we can play if there is a bounce. I think auto sector has given a good correction. So auto and IT, these are the two sectors which might help Nifty rise to 17,500 levels. So auto and IT, true sectors wherein we have to focus. IT as well. This is the area from where we are seeing upside. So we might start seeing up moves in the IT stocks from these levels. If Nifty has to go up, I think it's going to be IT and auto which are going to lead the way in the bounce. Next two charts is Ethereum and BTC. Very important. They also the crypto market also fell badly yesterday, but right now I think these are buying levels in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is at a good level to buy. 55,000 is a good correction which has come in Bitcoin. But the important chart which I was looking at, and I've posted on my Telegram and other Twitter handle as well. So if you look at this chart, this is the Ethereum chart. So in Ethereum, there is a cup and handle pattern. This is the cup and this is a handle. So this is a good pattern in technical analysis. And we gave a breakout on 18th October week. We gave a breakout from these levels. And then we went up to around 4900 levels. And From there we came down, and now we are coming to that breakout level. So I think we will hold these levels and we will see a bounce, and today we are seeing a good bounce. So I think Ethereum is a good buy, and if it bounces, then I think it is going towards 4900 levels again. So Ethereum is looking good. I think Ethereum will see a good bounce, and it has come back to test the breakout area, and now it will pop again and bounce from here. So 4900 levels is what I'm looking at. And guys, if you need me to make any more videos or any more analysis on the stocks which you are thinking to buy, or you are stuck in a stock, DM me. Do like this video, do subscribe to the channel, and I think be patient. Don't be in a fear situation. If you're an investor, the market, uh, if you zoom out, only goes up. These falls look very small when you zoom out over the years and look at the chart of the market. So the market will go up, but what you can do is invest in these dips. And as traders, keep an eye on the volatility, and do not uh, trade very in a haste. Be patient, and if market gives you a good signal, then enter the markets whichever side you want to play. So it was great sharing my knowledge with you guys, and do keep an eye on the future videos. See you. Bye bye. Take care.